This rather clever species has not only earned a fierce reputation, but has also endeared itself to many people. It bows to nothing and no one as it moves across the land with ruthless determination in hunting and foraging. Its legendary ability to fend off attacks from much larger predators has led it to being referred to as one of the most fearless creatures in the world. And yet a mystery remains. Does it exploit masculine weakness by attacking the testicles? Mellivora capensis capensis. Mellivora is derived from Latin and means honey eater. Here we will focus on the Cape ratel, but there are 12 other subspecies under Mellivora capensis, including the Indian ratel, Nepalese ratel, and the Persian ratel. They differ mainly in coat, size, and range. The honey badger belongs to the Mustelidae family, which includes weasels, otters, and ferrets. This species is the sole member of its genus, making it a unique representative of mustelids. The species as a whole has a wide distribution across Africa, the Middle East, and southern Asia. The Cape ratel ranges in southern and southwest Africa, where they are common in South Africa, Botswana, and Namibia. The Cape ratel is characterized by its stout body, short legs, and its distinctive black and white coloration. The sides of the head and body are pure black, with a large white band covering the upper body from the head to the base of the tail. One of its key defenses is in its extremely loose skin, which gives it great freedom to twist and turn, enabling it to bite predators and enemies even when held or clasped in jaws. Their thick skin is covered by a thick coat, which further protects against snake bites and bee stings. They also possess some immunity to snake venom and have been observed sleeping off venomous snake bites and recovering after a few hours. However, they are not immune. Repeated or severe envenomation can be dangerous. Another defensive adaptation is an anal pouch they use to spray a very foul liquid in order to discourage attackers. This liquid is also believed to have a sedating effect on bees. Their claws have developed into vital tools, with the front claws being longer, enabling them to dig and burrow with exceptional efficiency, as well as being expert climbers. They are vocal when threatened and will growl, hiss, and snarl loudly. Cape ratel are versatile in their habitat preferences. They can be found in open grassland, scrubland, savanna, semi-desert, and forested areas. They often dig burrows or take over abandoned dens from other animals for shelter. Cape ratels are omnivorous and will feed on roots, bulbs, and berries alongside hunted prey. They are known to consume over 60 species. They are particularly famous for their affinity for honey, which they will pursue with great determination. With their strong claws and keen sense of smell, they can break into beehives to access this sweet treat. Also amongst their victims are lizards, snakes, birds, eggs, insects, frogs, rodents, and porcupines, although they seem to prefer small invertebrates. They tend to consume all parts of their meal, including bone and feathers, leaving nothing behind. The Cape ratel can be nocturnal, diurnal, or crepuscular, depending on the time of the year. Adults have large domains or home ranges which they control, with males averaging 550 square kilometers and females controlling smaller areas of around 140 square kilometers. These home ranges are scent marked, with scenting believed to be an important form of communication. They are mainly solitary, but have been known to hunt together, cooperate when a female is with young, and have been observed protecting each other. Their cunning is clearly observed in the wild, where they have been able to access seemingly inaccessible beehives, and their intelligence has been proved in captivity, where they can work together to escape cages by opening gates and overcoming other obstacles. In experiments, they have also shown great problem-solving skills, as well as the use of tools. Many a chicken keeper has been surprised to find their impregnable chicken coops have been broken into by determined deep digging and burrowing or pure brute strength. Known for their boldness and aggression, they will confront much larger predators if threatened. Their fearless demeanor has earned them a reputation as one of nature's toughest animals. Despite their fierce reputation, they do have natural enemies. Large carnivores such as lions, leopards, hyenas, and wild dogs may pose a threat. However, due to their thick skin and aggressive behavior, they often manage to fend off attacks or escape danger. There is no conclusive evidence on the question of honey badgers attacking testicles, with only anecdotes available. However, their intelligence and ruthlessness would justify such a tactic. Let's just say that some male lions seem very reluctant to engage with them. Male adult Cape ratels typically weigh between 9 and 16 kilograms, with females tending to be between 5 and 10 kilograms. Their bodies measure around 60 to 70 centimeters long, with the tails adding an additional 15 to 30 centimeters, and they stand about 20 to 30 centimeters tall at the shoulder. Cape ratels do not have a specific breeding season and can breed at any time of the year. Gestation lasts between 50 and 70 days and results in 1 or 2 blind and hairless cubs being born inside the den. Mothers take great care of the vulnerable young and return to them after foraging for suckling. After 2 to 3 months, the youngsters will accompany the mother on foraging excursions. Weaning begins at this stage alongside the important training in climbing, foraging, and hunting. These lessons will continue for about a year or more, after which the young will separate from their mother and start finding their own home range. Despite the dedication from mothers, many young do not survive to adulthood, with a localized study showing a mortality rate of 37%. In captivity, they have lived for 24 years. The honey badger is currently listed as least concern by the International Union for Conservation of Nature, primarily due to its extensive range across sub-Saharan Africa, Arabia, Iran, and parts of Asia. Despite this classification, honey badgers face several threats that could potentially impact their populations. Key among these threats are persecution by beekeepers and farmers, who often view them as pests due to their raids on beehives and poultry. Additionally, honey badgers are hunted for bushmeat and used in traditional medicine, further contributing to their vulnerability. Whilst the honey badger is generally considered least concern globally, regional variations exist. In some countries like Saudi Arabia, honey badgers are considered endangered or rare. In Ghana and Botswana, permits are required for export and import. And in India, honey badgers are protected under the Wildlife Protection Act. Habitat loss and fragmentation, particularly in the interior of South Africa, have also been identified as significant threats to honey badger populations. However, conservation efforts have shown promise in mitigating some of these risks.